10 years ago, I nearly quit football before my professional debut. Meanwhile, on the other side of the planet, a skinny kid from Rosario was sneaking into Barca's training ground. Welcome to a story of two legends, my secrets, his secrets, and how our triumphs stack up. If you think you know Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, you're about to think again.
Stay tuned. By the end, you'll know about the hidden surgeries, the off-pitch sacrifices, and why each of us still wakes up at 3 a.m. to train. And we'll compare goals, trophies, and moments that defined us. Which match winner was almost derailed by a heart arrhythmia? Which phenom overcame a growth hormone deficiency no one knew about? Drop a comment now. Whose story you want first? Stick around, because we'll reveal our biggest hidden moments and contrast how we went from hungry kids to all-time greats.
Perhaps that someone is watching. It's you.
Hello?
Yes, it's Echo Icons, the home of legendary voices.
I'm Cristiano Ronaldo, born February 5th, 1985, on the island of Madeira. Football was my only escape from poverty. Tonight, I'll tell you buried truths and compare my milestones to his.
I'm Lionel Messi, born June 24th, 1987, in Rosario, Argentina. Football was survival for me, too. I'll answer back, share my inside stories, and we'll measure our successes side by side.
At age 8, I joined Andorinha. At 12, I left Madeira for Sporting CP's academy in Lisbon. The first secret few know. In 2002, doctors discovered I had a severe heart arrhythmia. No one told the press. My father begged me to quit. But after an emergency ablation, I hid the catheter tip inside my boot. It stayed there through my Manchester United debut in 2003. Without that surgery, I wouldn't have arrived at Old Trafford.
By the time Cristiano faced surgery, I was battling a different challenge. At 11, I was diagnosed with growth hormone deficiency. My family couldn't afford the injections, which cost thousands per month. Barcelona's academy agreed to pay, but only if I moved to Spain. So at 13, I left Rosario, away from my mom and siblings. My first secret, I'd inject myself in a tiny bathroom at Camp Nou each night, terrified they'd see my needles.
In 2004, I tore knee ligaments in a Champions League match. I didn't want anyone to know, so I faked a groin strain for weeks. I'd train on the sly, icing my knee under the radar until I could play pain-free again. The bigger secret? A close United teammate was leaking my recovery schedule to rivals. I confronted him in the locker room, and he never spoke to me again. But I still consider it the betrayal that hardened me.
In 2006, I fractured my metatarsal, but I hid it from the doctors for a week, fearing they'd bench me. I taped my foot and trained quietly, hoping to keep my spot. The true scandal: Barcelona's president tried to loan me out in 2007 after doubts about my physical strength. My family lobbied behind the scenes to keep me at Barca. No one knows I almost wore a Celta Vigo shirt at 19.
In 2006, Sir Alex Ferguson pulled me aside. "Son, you either become the best or leave." That pushed me. In 2007 to 8, I scored 42 goals in all competitions for United. My secret ritual: wearing a weighted vest during sprints, 3 kilograms extra every single day. It made the transition to Madrid's pace feel like a joke.
In Barcelona, Pep Guardiola once told me, "You have everything, Leo, motivation, but can you stay hungry?" My secret? After every hat trick, I'd replay each goal alone in a dark room, analyzing my flaws until I got obsessed. That obsession fueled our 2009 to 11 era, when I scored 47 goals in 53 games under Pep. including that historic Champions League final goal against Manchester United in 2009.
Off the pitch, my secret life is even more hidden. In 2014, I secretly flew to Gaza on a private jet with toys and medical supplies. No cameras, no fanfare, just me and a handful of friends unloading crates under darkness. I did it because a sick fan there once sent me a hand-drawn picture of me being his hero. I'll never forget that moment. It changed my perspective on fame.
I'm less public about charity, but I have my covert methods. Since 2010, I've been donating dozens of wheelchairs to disabled children in Rosario. Nobody knows how I funded it. I'd send them via a courier so I wouldn't get spotted. My proudest secret: one kid named Juan used that chair to win a local junior tournament. He called me his second team coach.
My life's not all flash. Secretly, I used to wake at 3 a.m. to meditate under a single lamp for 30 minutes before training. And about my tattoos, there's one I covered in 2011. It read, Resilience, misspelled. I paid 2,000 euros overnight to fix the spelling before a big final. My mother still prays in that tiny chapel in Madeira. She sends me a candle photo every match day.
I'm more private, but here's something few know. I'm obsessed with chess. Every flight, I secretly play online under a pseudonym, Rosario Kid 87. My family worries I'll get addicted, and I have a tattoo of my son Tiago's handprint. But it's actually my first tattoo. I cried getting it because it reminded me how I once feared never being able to have kids when I was battling growth issues.
In 2018, I shocked the world by joining Juventus. 2 Serie A titles, 101 goals in 134 matches. Then in 2021, I returned to Manchester United, and in 2023, moved to Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia. My secret? I'm building an AI-powered academy in Lisbon that focuses on mental health and tech skills, because I know the world needs more than just footballers.
After leaving Barcelona in 2021, I joined PSG, helping them win Liga 1. Now, in 2023, I've signed with Inter Miami in MLS. My ambition isn't just to score goals. My long-term dream is to launch a research institute in Rosario dedicated to pediatric endocrinology, so no kid has to face growth hormone struggles alone.
These are the moments you never saw. The surgeries, the betrayals, the midnight charity flights. But despite it all, I hold 5 Ballon d'Ors and a legacy I'm still writing.
And these are my untold stories. The injections, the quiet donations, the chess matches on flights. Despite that, I stand here as a World Cup winner, still driven by that 11-year-old boy's dream.
Which revelation surprised you most?
Who do you think has the greater legacy?
Let us know in the comments below.
Like, share, and subscribe to Echo Icons for more insider tales. And hit the bell so you don't miss our next Dual Icon deep dive. Until next time, keep chasing your dreams, because legends are made in the unseen moments.